Welcome to Basic Paint Training. These short videos are designed for the person that has just started working in a paint department. Hopefully, after watching them, you will feel more comfortable helping your customers find what they need for their paint projects. This is the 10th video of 11 in our Basic Paint Training video series. We have went over some topics to help you as a new paint department employee. In this video, we're going to review our primers and how you can use your knowledge of them to sell more paint and help your customers achieve the painting results they desire. Let's get started. Before you can sell a primer, it would make sense if you knew what a primer was and what it does. Let's find out. The best way to describe a primer is it's like a double-sided fish hook. One hook is out and grabs a hold of the substrate. The other hook is out waiting for you to apply a top coat of paint for it to hang on to. It's a lot like Velcro. It's got double-sided hooks and they hook together and hang on. Now, if you don't apply your top coat in a timely manner, one of two things are going to happen. The first one is weather will cause the hook to go away. Primers are not designed to hold up to weather, so therefore that's going to lose the hook and it will not grab a hold of any top coat you put on. It'll be almost like a semi-gloss paint. Now, the other thing that can happen is that hook, which is kind of sticking out there, it's going to grab dirt and mildew, and when you go to put on your top coat, it's going to peel because it's not able to grab that primer and have it hang on to it. Also, if that primer grabs a hold of some mildew there, you're going to have a permanent mildew issue. It's going to continue and continue to grow underneath your paint film and keep coming to the surface. Primers create a paintable surface, ensuring that the surface to be painted is one of even porosity and that your paint's going to have even color and even sheen, meaning that if you look down a wall, that the shininess is equal all the way down the wall and the color is even all the way down the wall. So now let's learn a little bit about some of the primers you offer. Considering interior paints are the vast majority of your sales, let's start with interior primers. We have three optional primers for three very different situations. The first is our EasyCare Blockout Primer, or LU1. This primer is designed to be used mainly in two different situations. The first is if you're doing a drastic color change, this primer will help your customer get the base coat to a neutral color that's going to be easier to cover with your top coat. Well, as an example, if you have a dark blue wall and you decide you want to paint it a bright yellow, if you don't prime it first, that wall will have a green tint to it no matter how many coats of that yellow you put on. You can tint this primer in the direction of the top coat or leave it white. Either way, it's better than painting that yellow over blue. The second place this is good is if you have new drywall and you want to paint a satin or a semi-gloss paint on top of it. This primer is going to help your sheen stay uniform across the whole wall, and it's not going to be different on drywall versus the drywall mud. Lower quality, lower price point primers will not absorb the paint, allow the paint to absorb evenly, and on your drywall mud it will tend to be shinier and darker, and on the plain drywall, of course, it'll be flatter and lighter. The second primer is our EasyCare Drywall PVA Primer. This is the primer many contractors use, and there are two main reasons they use this primer. The first is that it's a lower priced primer. The second is that it works well under flat finishes. Most contractors will want to use flat paints as they can be touched up very easily and they tend to hide any imperfections. And, well, they're cheaper too. The last primer is our EasyCare Vapor Barrier Primer. The EasyCare Vapor Barrier Primer forms a vapor barrier to hold moisture in your home. This not only keeps your insulation dry, allowing it to work more effectively, it's going to help lower your heating costs in the winter by keeping moisture in your home, making it more comfortable at a lower temperature setting. The next three primers are our specialty primers. Now, these are all interior or exterior primers. We have our EasyCare Ultimate Bonding Primer, and then we have EasyCare Stain Blocking Primers that come in either oil or latex. Our EasyCare Ultimate Bonding Primer allows you to paint many hard-to-paint surfaces like tile, glossy surfaces, glass, plastic, galvanized metals, or maybe glazed brick. Simply prime your hard-to-paint surface with the EasyCare Ultimate Bonding Primer, then top coat it with any latex paint in any color you want. You're going to end up with a paint job that's going to not only last for a long time, but going to stick through washing, scrubbing, cleaning, everything. Use the oil-based EasyCare Stain Blocking Primer if you have smoke damage from a fire, or maybe you just bought a house and somebody had smoked in it. You get that smoke smell from either one of those. You can use that and it's going to seal it and you won't smell that smoke smell anymore. You can also use it on paneling if you want to paint it. Use this primer to seal it, and then you can paint over top that. The other thing is, on any water-based stain, this oil-based primer works better. Now keep in mind it's oil-based, so it smells pretty bad. You're going to need to use ventilation, but it's a really, really good primer that's going to get you the results you desire. Now, the last one is our EasyCare Latex Stain Blocking Primer. And same thing, this blocks and seals stains from coming through your paint film. It works great on oil-based stains like lipstick and marker. You can use it on water-based stains also, but that's where it shines. You can use it on drywall, paneling, wood, masonry, or stucco. Now, let's review the primers we offer for exterior-only applications. We offer three different exterior primers. Let's go through each of them. The first primer we're going to discuss is our EasyCare Ultra Premium Oil-Based Primer, or HP208. This is the primer you should recommend for anyone painting bare wood on exterior. Now, especially if it's redwood or cedar, because they have tannic acids that will bleed through your paint film. Now, being it's an oil base, it soaks in and penetrates the wood much better and provides a great foundation for your latex top coat. Now, the next primer we're going to discuss is our EasyCare Ultra Premium Water-Based Primer, HP10. This is the exterior version of LU1. As we discussed in the last slide, we talked about LU1 being great for drastic color changes. This is the exterior version of that. It's great for drastic color changes, or if the surface just isn't in great shape. The last primer we have is our Concrete and Masonry Primer, MP1. This is the best choice if you're painting a vertical concrete surface. One of these surfaces that tend to be forgotten is when a customer has put up some hardy panel siding and either don't primer it or use the wrong primer. What can happen is that product tends to have a high pH level, so that when you paint over it without using the right primer, that high pH level will burn the colorant out of the paint. When you use this primer first, it's going to seal the surface and stop any of that high pH levels from affecting your paint film. It also stops efflorescence from coming through the surface. This is caused by moisture in the concrete, bringing salt that's in the concrete to the surface, leaving a white, scaly type substance on the surface. This primer is going to stop that. Now let's review some different primers we have that you can use on metal surfaces. So we have four different options to choose from when it comes to priming metal. Let's go through each of them. The first two primers are very similar except for the color. Exorust 1220 is the one that comes in white. The 1280 comes in gray. They are both designed for new or clean metal. The only difference is the white is to be used under light colors and the gray is for under darker colors. Other than that, they are identical. The next primer is our ExoRust 1267 Rusty Metal Primer. This primer is designed to be used on rusty surfaces. It soaks into the metal and seals out that air and moisture that causes rust. Then you can put a top coat of your choice on over that. The last product is our ExoRust Aluminum and Galvanized Primer, the 1210. This is the primer you would use if you want to paint your gutters, storm doors, or aluminum windows. Anything galvanized or aluminum, you need to prime it and you need to use a aluminum galvanized primer so that you can paint over it. It sticks and lasts for a long time. Thanks for watching video number 10 out of 11 in our basic paint training video series. I hope this video helps you understand primers better and why you should sell them. Now go on to video number 11 and the last video, where we're going to discuss applicators. Until then, happy selling.